Hello guys, Mindstone here, and today I'll be reviewing some of the new cards from the expansion in the League of Adventures, excuse me for not remembering. I'm going to be talking about the Druid cards today, the Hunter cards, and the Mage cards. So, not all the spectrum. We're starting off with Jungle Moonkin. This card is, well, interesting. It is basically a Canotron, but I think it has some issues because there's a lot of decks you can't play this versus. Druid benefit very much from the spell damage, but I don't know if it's good enough. I would compare it to the Ogre Mage. Like, the difference between the cards is that you get 1 more spell damage, where your opponent gets 2 spell damage. So the question is that worth it? And usually I'd say no, actually. Because especially when you play this card, you pay 4 mana, and you usually don't do any more than, unless you play it on like a late turn, but then I could see other plays being better. But what's gonna happen then is your opponent gets an entire turn for just playing around with all the spell damage you just gave them. And they're probably gonna, well, do a lot of damage to you and kill this guy, and you didn't get anything. Where Ogre Mage is, it's still a horrible card, but it's not like, it doesn't hurt yourself. But it's beast though, this one, so I could see it in beast Druid for just getting some more removal going, because you don't have that many ways of removing things in beast Druid, but your swipe and wrath are gonna get a lot stronger then. So maybe, but initially I'm thinking this card is pretty bad. Next card up is Mounted Raptor. This card's good actually, because yeah, it has stats like a 2-drop for a 3-drop, but you get a 1-drop on top of it, and that's, in my opinion, pretty alright. Like, it's not like unbalanced like Pilot Shredder is, like 3-drop stats and a 2-drop, but it's still pretty alright. Like, it's a beast, which is good with Beast Druid, and you get like just a lot of value out of it because it's hard to remove. It actually has 3/2, which is pretty alright stats in my opinion. You're gonna be trading with a lot of other 3-drops, and your 1-drop is gonna come out and be annoying for the enemy. So yeah, I think it's good. Next card up is Raven Idol. This card's no. Like, yeah, you might think, oh, it's really smart, I'm gonna be putting this in and I'm gonna get a lot of funky, like, you're gonna be thinking, I'm putting this in my deck, and when a situation where I need a card arrives, I'm gonna play this and I'm gonna choose the card I want. Your problem about this strategy, like, it's a nice enough thought, I guess, but the problem is that this card is not gonna be providing you what you want. There's too many cards in Hearthstone for this card to give you exactly the card you want. So I just don't think it's worth it. I could see it in like some kind of crazy spell druid thing where this is like initially triggering spell effects like Gadgets on Auctioneer, which is exactly the card I'm thinking of, and then you get another spell which you can trigger it with as well. Just don't think it's realistic though, but it could be fun though. Don't think you're gonna see it. Don't think you can see it play. Now Hunter. First card up is Explorer's Hat. This spell is it's like an infinite value in a card in some way, but I just don't really like it. What it does is it gives you the ability to get, well, a lot of buffs going. Actually, in the last video I did, I reviewed a card, I don't know, some kind of Wind Genie thing. I could see this card being played with that card, but I still think it's a too weak synergy to actually be played as the core of a deck. I don't think it's going to see play because it doesn't really synergize with the way Hunter win the game usually. Because what they do is, well, maybe Face Hunter actually, I'm thinking about it. They like that infinite value. That's really good for them. But I don't think it's like amazing. It's too slow. Hunters don't like slow cards usually. Well, next card up is Desert Camel. This card is, in my opinion, just bad because you get below standard 3-drop stats, and then you get a 1-drop up from each deck in the battlefield. Which you can anticipate both players play 1-drops because most players really do. So what happens is that you get 1-drops, they trade, they both die. You have a 2/4, it's a 3, which is bad. Okay, that's not so amazing. In case your enemy did not have 1-drop, it's good. It's good then. But I don't think that's realistic. I don't think I would play it that way. Just no. No, I don't think it's good. I don't think it works the way Hunter wants it to, so I wouldn't play it. Don't think it's conceived play, and I wouldn't play it myself. Now, Dart Trap is the next card up. Secret is interesting. I'm pretty sure I'd see this in Face Hunter actually. Because yeah, it doesn't give you any like board control or anything. But it's 5 face damage. No wait, oh god, I misread it. It's 5 damage to random enemy. I don't know actually. Like this card could be really interesting because it could really bug up some people with either 5 face damage or kill a minion entirely. Problem is just Snipe's not being played. Because Snipe might just kill something that's like, it might just not kill anything, or it might just do, well, kill 1/1 or something. And that's not worth it. And this card, like, it's very easy to check for it, because no other secrets are being triggered by hero power. So, it's a very, very easy secret to check if it's actually there. I don't think it's going to be an amazing series. I still think Explosive Trap, Freezing Trap, and Bear Trap, and kind of Snake Trap, range superior. I think this is like coming with Misdirection, like in that genre of cards that just they're all right, but they're not ready to play because they're not the best, and there's not room for them. So yeah, don't think it's going to see play really, even though it's a pretty cool card. I think it's a nice concept. Then we've got Animated Armor. It's a mage card. Well, yeah. This card is crazy. It would be absolutely crazy if this minion would just stick. Because what's gonna happen is something's gonna kill this minion, and your face is gonna get killed anyway. Afterwards. But what it does is it basically has taunt. You can't go at the face while this is on the board because you don't get enough damage. It just doesn't happen. So I could see this card being played. I'd probably play it myself. And another fun combo I'm actually thinking of is this card, Blizzcon, because you get a weapon, which means then you can just bang the weapon into stuff, and you'll only take 1 damage, which is, in my opinion, pretty damn cool. Except for that, it is pretty amazing. I'd probably play it in a lot of mid-range control decks because it actually saves you from all things. I can see it versus Freeze Mage as well because they have to remove this card before bursting you down. Because obviously they can't burst you down if they do 1 damage with each spell. So there's like a lot of things I can see this versus. Also, Face Hunter really suffers from this card because they usually would not have damage enough to also remove minions while trying to go face. And this card really needs to be removed if they want to kill you. But important thing about this card is it's not a last result thing. It's not like you play when you have 5 HP because like you're just gonna get 5 pings in your face and you're dead anyway. So it's something you play when you have like a reasonable amount of health because then this has efficiently taunt. Yeah. But still, Blizzcon in this card. Just hype that combo because it's cool. Next card up is Ethereal Conjure. This card it has shit stats. Like that's the one thing I want to say at the start. It has absolutely bad stats. 3/6 is one of the worst. Like it's some of the worst stats in the game. Sure, 1/1's worse, but like for a 5-drop, this is horrible. Like there's a reason Justicar and Helmet Nesting Way are considered well only a battle cry. Helmet Nesting Way is not even a battle cry because it's never going to happen really. But just go True Heart, you don't play for the minion almost. You almost just play for the battle cry. So this card is like, can you play only the battle cry? Is 5 mana worth discovering a spell? My idea of this is actually that in certain decks, yes, it's going to be definitely worth it. Because it is Mage. Mage have some really good spells. So getting a spell, like getting to choose exactly the spell you want. Like this could be like, could just Pyroblast, Flame Strike, like Frostbolt, like you get anything here really. Yeah, like all these really good stuff. And Mage have a lot of different, well, responses to different things with their spells. So I think this card might just be something. I'd expect Tempo Mage to probably see some of it, but except for that, I'm not quite sure about it. I don't think it's like an amazing card, but it might just be something. I mean, instead of Azure Drake, I can imagine. Even though Azure Drake is really, really good. So it's a maybe. I'm not really sure about it. It depends on how powerful the Discover mechanic is. But we'll see. Next card up, Forgotten Torch. This card is, in my opinion, really good. Because what it does is, it does 3 damage for 3 mana. Not amazing, but you get, I don't know how that Roaring Torch, how much damage, well, mana it is. I know it's 6 damage, but I don't know how much mana it is. If it's like a Fireball, I guess like you just got an additional Fireball in your deck, which is like, yeah, amazing, we want that. So, super hype. But if it's like costing 5, it's like, no, we don't want that. If it's costing 3, which is actually what I think it does, as like just from like thinking about it, I think it's gonna be good. Like, I think it's gonna be a really good card, and I would probably put it in my Temple Mage deck. I don't know, probably instead of like Flame Cannon or something, because there's still like in Mage decks there are still spots where you kind of have spells that you don't really want, but this card might just replace some of these. Also, Freeze Mage, I can see this be replacing certain spells. Well, it's because it does give you that burn damage, which is really cool. And it makes sure you don't fatigue in the longer runs because you actually get more cards in your deck, which is also pretty damn cool. But the thing is, you have to. This meta again, the aggressive meta, just doesn't support this card because if you put something into your deck, you don't get value right away, but you still pay for it. And I don't know if you can afford that versus an aggressive deck, but we'll see. I think that was all this time, and yeah. Hope you think some of the cards are cool. Tell me what you think you're going to be doing with them. Tell me what combos you want to make, and I'll see you guys in my next video.